Yeah, Dave. Tip Carpenter sort of revolutionized Top 40 radio, and I'm not even sure if he knew it or not, but we had a signal that was tight. We had technology that was made and designed by Tip where we could just push a button, and we didn't have to turn the volume down on a record to talk over it. We just talked over it, and a little level devil or compressor expander did all the work, and that kept us sounding louder than all the other stations. But Tip is also a funny guy, too. He's a guy you go to when you complain about your pay or you want to talk about your life. He's sort of the philosopher of WCOL.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
You started when?
I started in 1948, just before Christmas.
Okay, you want to tell a story about something that you have never told before, maybe?
Well, I've told the story many times about Dana Tyler. She was an intern at WCOL, and she was working as a receptionist. And we had a little portico over the 22 Charles Young Street entrance, and water would accumulate on that, and the March wind came along and blew and blew and blew the water off of that roof onto all over this suit of a guy that was coming down the street. He was dressed to the teeth and had a briefcase and all that, and he came in the door and he was shouting. He said, the wind just blew water off the roof all over me, and he says, I want to know who's responsible. And Dana piped up and says, God, I guess.
That's great.
And even he was listening.
Yeah, and
His tail between his legs and went out the door, and I never saw him again.
yeah. And Dana's here also. Dana was here back in, I'm trying to read it there, 1974 to 78, but you actually are on TV someplace?
Yes, and I wish I was as quick with an ad-lib, Tip, as I was nearly 30 years ago. So thank you for saying. Tip Carpenter, Dan Morris, Mike, so many people here today. Sharon Wilkin were so wonderful to me, and I'm so glad to be here today, because I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for everybody here.
And in case somebody does not know, because you're not in this market, right? Where are you?
I'm in New York, although I worked at Channel 10 from 1981 to 1990 with great people and Dave Kaler and all kinds of great people. And then I went to New York City 1990.
Okay, great. And you're on television there?
I am on television there. I anchor the news for WCBS at 6 and 11 o'clock.
Oh, high class. And Dana's paying for this reunion tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tip. And David, let's go back to you for more hits.
We have got lots of great music to play. What we're going to try and do tonight is play at least one song that was in the top of the WCOL survey.